My friends, first of all, I apologize because now you have to struggle with another kind of accent, which is the Italian one. And so, unfortunately, when you get used to it, I must leave. So, be patient, my brothers and my sisters. You may recall, the tragic and tough question asked by Jesus in the same gospel we have just read. And the question was, when the Son of Man comes, will he find any faith on earth? A tragic question. When the Son of Man comes, and he will come, will he find any faith on earth? I confess, I am very curious. I really would like to still be here in 500 years to see what happens to Christianity. Perhaps humans will be worshipping aliens from another galaxy, or the priest, due to the shortage of vocations, will only be a hologram moving across the altar. It's hard to know the answer to that question. Christianity in 500 years. But I do know, I'm certain, in relation to Jesus' question, that faith spreads and survives through attraction. Through attraction. Because the people are just attracted to it. You have just heard the gospel. Jesus read the scriptures. And after he has read the scripture from the Old Testament, he does not give a nice speech like I'm doing now. He basically says, this you have just heard is actually happening. This word is not just a word, has become flesh. It is a true story. It is a fact. It is something attractive that you can see with your own eyes. This, my friends, has happened in all of our lives. You, me, we all are here today because there was someone in our family, in our parish, among our friends, who helped us to become Christians. I honestly say that I am always moved when I read the words of Paul in his second letter to Timothy. A wonderful quote. He says, I also remember your sincere faith. A faith which first dwelt in your grandmother Louise, and then in your mother Eunice, and I'm sure dwells also in you. Timothy here is the fruit, his faith is the fruit of two trees. his grandmother Louise and his mother Eunice. Right now, each of you could give a face to your own tree. We are here because there is someone in your past who was for you this attractive faith, who was for you the faith made flesh, made a real fact, made something attractive. In my own life, for example, I can recall a nun, Sister Sabina, a nun from the very south of Italy, who loved me from when I was just a baby until she died. She ran a school in my small town, and she was always dealing with enemies of all sorts. Nevertheless, she was always smiling, always fighting, always hoping, always forgiving. I can recall my mom, a Christian who loved my siblings and me with a pure heart until her last breath at the age of 45. I can also recall my old parish priest when I was very young, blonde and blue eyes. I made choices that were difficult for my family to accept, but he once called me and said, "Do not be afraid. And remember, whatever you do, I will always be on your side." This gave me so much trust in life and myself. So if I am a priest today, if I am a Christian, it's because these people made faith something attractive and not something heavy, a burden, something boring. I'm sure that after hearing all these stories, if I asked, you would stand up and tell similar stories from your own life. Therefore, my friends, let's remember in this Sunday Mass the Christian witnesses we have encountered in our lives. I do not believe we are called. This is a strong point, but I believe you will understand what I mean. I do not believe that we are called upon to convert others. Instead, I think that we are called to help others to smell the fragrance of the Christian life. It is similar to when you wear a new perfume and a friend says, "Wow, your perfume smells beautiful. What's it called?" Similarly, it's like when you go to a perfume shop which is full of free tasters, and you start to taste them all, even though you have no intention of buying one, like I always do at the airport. We are each of us a taster of Christian life. My friends, Sister Sabina was not famous. She was not rich or powerful. She was not what we would call an influencer today. But when I'm alone, in bed, or lying on the beach, even after so many years, I can still catch, I can still smell the fragrance of her pure faith.